I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical when I first heard about the Coyote 28-inch built-in pellet grill. I've tried my fair share of pellet grills over the years, and while some of them have been decent, most have been either ridiculously expensive or seemed like they were designed by someone who's never actually cooked outside. So when the Coyote 28-inch arrived at my doorstep, I raised an eyebrow. But before I dive into my experience with this grill, I want to let you know that you can find the link to the product details on Amazon in the description below. As I started unboxing the grill, the first thing that caught my attention was the build quality. This thing is wrapped in 304 grade stainless steel, which is the kind of material that can withstand the elements and still look great after years of use. I live in a coastal area where the salt air can be brutal on outdoor equipment, so I was a bit concerned about how this grill would hold up. But after 3 months of use, I'm happy to report that the grates still shine like they're new. The stainless steel construction is not only durable, but it's also easy to clean and maintain, which is a big plus in my book. One of the things that really impressed me about this grill is the digital touch screen. I've used other pellet grills with clunky dials and finicky buttons that freeze up mid-cook, but the Coyote's interface is a breath of fresh air. It's clean, responsive, and actually remembers your last settings, so you don't have to spend time fiddling with the controls every time you want to cook something. I've got a go-to temperature setting for ribs and another for brisket, and the grill pulls them up instantly. No more fumbling around, no more second-guessing, just set it and forget it. And because the temperature control is so precise, I've finally been able to nail that low-and-slow pork shoulder that always seemed to come out dry before. Another feature that I really appreciate is the front-loading pellet hopper. Most pellet grills have the hopper buried in the back, which means you have to contort yourself like a pretzel just to refill the pellets. Not with the Coyote. You just pop open the front panel, slide in the wood pellets, and you're back to cooking in under 30 seconds. I've even done this mid-cook while wearing oven mitts, and still managed to keep my dignity intact. It's little details like this that make a big difference in the overall cooking experience. The interchangeable burn pot grates are another feature that I really like. One day I'm smoking a brisket, the next I'm searing steaks at high heat. Swapping the grates takes 2 minutes and a single tool, so I'm not stuck with a grill that only does one thing well. It's like having 2 grills in one, and that kind of flexibility is priceless when you're trying to feed a crowd without burning everything to a crisp. I've used the grill for everything from slow-smoked ribs to high-heat burgers, and it's performed flawlessly every time. And then there's the temperature probes. I used to rely on a cheap analog thermometer that never seemed to agree with the grill's readout, which made it difficult to get consistent results. But the Coyote comes with 3 probes that sync right to the digital screen, so I can monitor the meat, the grill temp, and even the ambient air without juggling gadgets. It's made my cooks more consistent, and honestly, less stressful. I can finally relax on the patio instead of babysitting the grill like it's a toddler. Now, no grill is perfect, and the Coyote is no exception. One thing I've noticed is that the Wi-Fi feature can be a bit finicky. It's nice to be able to monitor the grill remotely, but the signal can drop if you're too far from the house. I've ended up relying on the built-in probes more than the app anyway, so it wasn't a deal-breaker for me. Another thing to note is that the grease management system works well, but you'll still want to clean it out after every big cook. Skip that step and you'll regret it when the flare-ups start. Despite these minor quirks, I'm thoroughly impressed with the Coyote 28-inch built-in pellet grill. It's built to last, easy to use, and versatile enough to handle everything from slow-smoked ribs to high-heat burgers. The digital touchscreen, front-loading pellet hopper, and interchangeable burn pot grates all make it a joy to cook with. And while it may not be the cheapest option on the market, I think it's well worth the investment. If you're in the market for a pellet grill that doesn't feel like a compromise, this one's worth a serious look. You can find the details in the description below, and I highly recommend checking it out. Happy grilling, and don't forget to check the link in the description to get your hands on the Coyote 28-inch built-in pellet grill.